So it's time for us to get started, folks. So tonight's call is a very, very special call. It's a call with a difference, and it's a call with two distinct parts to it. The first part of the call is the call that we've scheduled, and that's Simon's going to go through some training, and this is for people who are looking to build a network, and Simon's going to show you how you structure a story so that you can tell your story to people that are interested, even if you are relatively new to this business. It's essential training and you have to listen to it, and we'll do that in a couple of seconds. After that, I'm going to talk about what we're going to do with the winner circle in 2021, and it's something that's been getting, over the last couple of days, we've been getting a huge response from all over the place about it, from literally from all around the world, because I've been getting messages from all around the world with people that want to get involved with it. So it's exciting. It's well, I'm going to leave that until we do that. Let's leave that for a few minutes. First things first, however, let's talk about how you actually package your story. When you're actually talking to other people about your business, the first thing they're going to say to you is, how's this business been going for you? And you need to know how to sell your story in the best light, even if you're relatively new. Now, there's no one better to tell you how to do that than someone who's been doing this for 33 years now. In 33 years, he's told, quite literally, hundreds of thousands of people how to do that thing. He's made millions of dollars in this industry, and he's made millions of dollars for other people in this industry as well. So I'm going to pass it over to my good friend, who can't handle a microphone. His name's Simon Brookes from Formby, Merseyside. Simon.
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, cheers that, Rog. Okay, 33 years today. I did a Facebook Live saying 33-year anniversary. And people go, oh, happy anniversary. No, it's not my wedding anniversary. I've been married for 34 years. Is my network marketing anniversary. And since I did that, and I think I've got several of the people that I've spoken to today actually on this Zoom, because I'm going to be offering an incentive that I mentioned to them. But this purpose now is to craft your story. I learned this many, 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 many years ago. When you first get involved in networking, people often say to me, oh yeah, I've tried that, I've done that, it didn't work. No, the reason is you didn't work it. So the first thing you've got to do is you've got to craft that story. Now, before we do anything, I'm going to pick on someone. I'm hoping he might be here. Dave from Australia, are you here? If you're here, unmute yourself and just yell.
I'm in Scotland. I'm not in Australia.
Oh, right. There you go, Roger. I told you he wasn't in Australia. He's in Scotland. There you go.
I need to change my Facebook.
And you've been sponsored by Sean, haven't you?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thought so. Okay. Right. And you and I were supposed to be having a conversation for about the last 10 days-ish about what's my next step, what should I do, how should I do, and everything else. And I said, well, wouldn't it make sense that we don't verbally speak now, but if you can get on the call, I can show you how to craft your story.
Yep.
And you said, yeah, that'd be great. So let's do it in front of these people right now. So, okay, how long have you been involved in IM Academy?
A little under a month.
Okay, right. So have you spoken to anybody yet about the opportunity?
I've spoken to maybe 5 or 6 people. Really vaguely, to be honest with you, but yeah, I've spoken to 5 or 6 people.
Okay, what I'd like to do for this purpose is role play. So let's say I'm one of your friends. I'd like you to present the opportunity to me in the quickest, shortest time you possibly can.
Okay.
Starting
right.
now.
I'm kind of flustered, to be honest with you, in front of people. But look, you know, there's something that I've recently got into that, you know, I kind of feel that it's an opportunity for somebody with a bit of confidence in themselves, that isn't content with the future that they see, you know, at this moment in time. and that wants to take it into their own hands.
Is it selling?
I don't personally think it is. It depends on your outlook. For me,
Does it cost me anything?
Yes, it does.
How much does it cost me?
Well, I just don't know the price. I've forgotten it, but there's nothing like free.
Okay,
so,
stop.
Okay.
Stop. Right. What I'm not going to do is I think you're very brave. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you. Very brave. To actually pitch or present to me when I just turn around and do that, that's a scary deal.
Sure.
And I'm going to be really, really honest with you. Your pitch was crap. I don't mind sort of like going out there, but it's like it was really, really crap. And you will never, ever recruit anybody doing that. Now, give me the first name of one of your friends. Martin. This is what I would say. Okay. I'm David, and I'm now going to phone Martin, and I'm going to say, Martin, it's David here. Do you mates call you Dave or David?
Dave.
Dave. Okay. Martin, it's Dave here. You're never going to frigging guess what's come across my desk. I've partnered with this company, and I'm working with this guy who's been involved in the industry for 33 years. He's made 14 million. And he said this to me, Martin. He said, Dave, go and find your top 3 people. Martin, I thought of you first. Are you open to taking a look at what I've partnered with? Now, what do you think Martin's going to say?
I think he'd be open to taking a look.
Yeah. Normally, he would turn around and say, what is it? Well, I can't tell you what it is, but I can tell you what it isn't. It's nothing to do with pills, potions, lotions, tablets, skincare, face cream, coffee, none of that crap. This is in a product sector worth 6.6 trillion a day. And there are hundreds of thousands of people that have joined it. And there's people making obscene amounts of money. When I mean obscene, I mean obscene. We're talking actors' money, royalty money, big money. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to send you a link to a video to show you exactly what it's all about. Does that sound fair? And then everybody says, yeah. So then I will send you profitfromyourmobile.com. And then I will turn around and say, take a look at that. When do you think you'll be able to watch that? Then you're going to turn around and say, oh, I'll do that later on today. What time? Oh, it'll be around about 10-ish. Great, okay. Well, it will take you around about 20 minutes to go and have a look at it. So can I ask a favor? Could you give me a ring at 10 to tell me what you like best? Does that sound fair? Always ask. See, what I like to do is I like to get my prospect do the donkey work, get them to phone me. Because if they don't phone you, what would you do?
Me personally, I'd phone them.
Say again.
I'd phone them.
Okay. What would you say? What would you say to them if you was going to phone them?
Yeah, I'd ask them if they had a chance to have a look at the link that I sent them and what they thought.
No. Okay, let's put the shoe on your foot. You're Martin. Okay, I'm going to wait till 10 to see if you're going to phone me. I'm going to phone you up at 26 minutes past. I'm going to phone you up and say, Martin, what did you like best? I'm sorry if you try to phone me. My phone's been manic. It's been rammed. You haven't got a frigging clue. You never phoned me, so you don't know. So your turn and say, oh, yeah, sorry, mate. Next door neighbour's dog got run over. Didn't have time. Ah, what a shame. Don't worry. But what did you like best about it? Now, you're going to turn around and say, I would imagine 99% chance. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I didn't get a chance to watch it. Oh man, I'm so disappointed that you didn't watch it. I've got an army of people queuing up to join. And if you were to have looked at it, and if you thought it was a fit, fantastic. You could actually be part of this, and I could put these other people in your team. So when do you think you can actually watch it? It's not too late. When do you think you could watch it now? Do you think you could watch it tonight? What would you say?
I would be more eager to watch it, I'd imagine.
Say again.
Yeah, I'd be more eager to watch it, I'd say at that point.
Okay. So if you could watch it now, or it's just gone past, if you give me a ring at 5 to 11, does that sound fair? Give me a ring back on my number at 5 to 11, so I can then tell you what the next step is. Everybody likes to know that it's a step-by-step process. Okay, so if you do that and you actually go down that road with people and you take them through that, they think, oh, right, so there's a system. Phew, so I haven't got to understand or learn all about it. Great, I can do that. Because what you do not want to do is you do not want to say to them, when you phone me back, what I'd like to do is introduce you to a 3-way call and speak to my business partner. That will scare the stuffing out of them. Absolutely scare the stuffing. Don't say that. But what you do when they phone you back, that's why you always must do it on WhatsApp, then you automatically phone. This is one of the mistakes that a lot of people make. They think they've got to book a 3-way call. Big mistake. Don't ever think a book a 3-way call. You just do it straight away. Do 3-way after 3-way after 3-way after 3-way straight away. And that's the smart way to do it. So from what I've told you, Dave, have you got any questions?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's pretty clear. Like,
you're not, because you're only weeks old involved in the business. You can't tell them your income story because you haven't got an income story.
That's right. Aye.
So you be the messenger, not the message. You tell them my story. And because you're involved, and everybody on this Zoom are involved in my team, they can say exactly the same. My business partner has been involved in the industry for 33 years. He's made 14 million. He said to me, Dave, go and find your top 3 people. Martin, I thought of you first. Are you open to taking a look at what I partnered with? Martin's going to be thinking, shit, yeah. Tell me. I want to know. Or Martin might be absolutely stupid. He might be a muppet. And you just turn around and say, listen, Martin, move back to Sesame Street. This is not going to be for you. But I'm very brutal. And I'm very in your face. But I'm an aggressive recruiter. And I just like to go through numbers of people. I haven't got time to fan around, wait around, think, oh yeah, I'll get around to that next week. No, I want to do it now. Absolutely now. Anyway, you got any questions on
that? Do you think that's so that would be something? I'm not aggressive like that, like as a person. So do you think that's something because of the way you are, you're like that? That's natural to you, so that that's going to be easy for you to go that way, or do you think that's something that?
Let me ask you this question, because you're going to answer the question what I would imagine everybody's going to give the same answer to. Are you saying you're not as abrasive as what I am?
That doesn't sound like it, not at this point.
Okay, but that would mean everybody else on this Zoom would be in the same boat. They'd be thinking, oh, I couldn't say it that way. Oh, I couldn't do that. Well, then if you were to do it that way, Dave, if you were to come out with that line or that paragraph, that sentence, the way I told you, your guy, Martin, will be thinking, friggin' hell.
Yeah.
What's Dave on?
Yeah.
This has got to be exciting. I've never heard Dave like this before.
Yeah.
I've never seen him like this before. People hear the music, not the words. If I was to say to you about any record, any tune, whether it's Beyonce, whoever, and I'm going to say to you, tell me the actual words, you will never Scooby-Doo. But if I said to you, sing or hum the tune, you'd do it straight away.
Mm-hmm.
So people hear the music, not the words.
Okay, makes sense.
Does that help?
Aye, definitely, 100%. Aye.
This is yes. This is no. This is I don't have a clue. Right. This is what I'd like you to do. As you as the test case tonight, I would like you through this week to actually put that into practice and personally contact me and say, Simon, that was a load of crap. I can't do that. Or Simon, that was amazing. I've got several people interested. I've got several responsive to, or whatever.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Of course I will.
Yeah. Okay. Fabulous.
Okay.
Dave, thanks ever so much for being my guinea
Thank you.
pig. And I
Cheers.
appreciate it. Okay.
Right, thank you. I appreciate it too. Cheers.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, Roger. Back to you.
You were a great loss to the diplomatic corps, weren't you?
I can't be. You know me. I'm me. It's like what you see is what you get.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, fair enough. All right, guys. So that's how Simon would have you actually go out and introduce other people to the opportunity. The thing is, you can't say that he's wrong about this, because the fact is, 33 years, hundreds of thousands of people in a team, millions of dollars in personal profit, and millions of dollars that he's made for other people. It might be uncomfortable in the first stage, and you won't deliver it exactly the same way as Simon does. There's only Simon that can turn around and come out with pills, potions, lotions, bullshit, all that sort of stuff. It's like there's just Simon for that. Yeah. But you understand the concept that he's trying to get across. This business is a conceptual business. What he's saying is you can't turn around and explain everything to the people. When you first introduce this to someone and you're brand new to the business, you cannot explain this yourself. You have no credibility with your friends, neighbors, the prospects that you're speaking to. You don't have any credibility. So what you do is you sell the credibility of your upline. You sell the credibility of the person that you've got involved with, who's been involved with this business before, is being successful, is prepared to teach you, and is prepared to teach them. That's what you're doing. Yeah? And you'll learn to be as direct as Simon, or everyone's ever so slightly different. I'm still not as direct as Simon, but I do have the same attitude in as much as I want a decision from people now, not at the end of the week. I don't want to go away and think about it. Something I heard years and years ago, and I've said it a lot in recent weeks, and I'm going to keep saying it from now on, and that is you get paid for yes or no. You don't get paid for TIO. You do not get paid when someone says they want to think it over. If someone says yes to you, fabulous, you've got a new person in your team. If someone says no to you, you're one step closer to a new person in your team, because there's something that Simon and I picked up from Larry Thompson 30 odd years ago, and there was a line, there was just a little mnemonic that Larry Thompson came out with that says, he talked about a place in Mexico called Sinaloa, and Sinaloa as a mnemonic stood for safety in numbers and law of averages. Now, if you know your averages, if you know how many people you speak to, if you speak to 50 people before you actually find and sponsor one person, then your law of averages is every 50 people, you're going to get one. So every no, all you've got to do now is go and find another 49 no's, and then you'll get a yes. Now, the yes won't come on number 50. The yes will come somewhere in the middle. But the fact is, you know that you're closer to it, and it makes the no's much more palatable. And that's what we've got to get into. But the way you actually get the point where you're at that point is by confidently addressing the message. So when you confidently turn around and say, someone says to you, what's it all about? It's, look, I've only just got started with this. What I'd like you to do is go and have a look at this video. As soon as you've looked at the video, then we'll have a quick chat. Once they've looked at the video, then you just turn around and say, great, what did you like best? Lovely. Hold on for a second, and then you get your upline onto a three-way call. Don't turn around and say, I'm going to get someone on a three-way call, because as Simon said, you will scare people to death. The number of people that I've heard recently turning around and saying, I can't get on a three-way call. Well, you won't, because you're asking them, do you want to come on a three-way call? And what they feel like when they come on a three-way call is, there's two people ganging up on me. There is a reason for that, and that's because there's two people ganging up on them. So that's why we do the business the way we do it. The main reason we do the presentations for you is because we've been doing the presentations longer than you have, and we can take the pressure off you. Simple as that. That said, let's get on to the second subject of the day. And I'm going to go back to the slideshow that I had up before, but we won't have the music now. So we're going to talk about what's going to happen in 2021 with the winner's circle. And I put a message into the Phoenix group a couple of days ago asking how many people would like it if Simon and I went back to calling trades for you and sending signals out the same way we did a little short of 12 months ago. In fact, weirdly enough, Simon and I were talking the other day about dates. 33 years in business for Simon today. In another, what date is it? Another 3 days, it will be 12 months from the day that Simon and I first decided to start the winner's circle. About a fortnight after that, we opened it to the public, to the team, and some of you guys on here were with us on day one. And we got off to a flying start. We did some tremendous things. It wasn't all perfect, but we've learned some lessons. So this is what 2021 is going to look like within the winner's circle. First and foremost, it's going to be less stressful than it was at the beginning of this year. There will be much, much more profit. There won't be as many trades. When we did this time last year, we were talking about trying to get 5 trades a day, 10 trades a day, and we were all getting excited about how many trades we're going to do. There will not be anything like that. There will be losses. Get your head around the fact there will be losses, because this is trading Forex, and no matter what, no matter who you are, there are always losses, but there will be fewer losses. More importantly, the losses will be tiny when they come. And it will take less time for you to do it. You will spend less time actually looking at charts and doing anything else, because Simon and I are going to look at some of these charts for you. We're going to send signals out so they are done for you. All you will have to do is just place the trade. And we're going to make this as simple as, if you're looking at this for the first time, you've never seen this before, this is how simple we're going to make it. If you can send a text message, you'll be able to place trades and make profit. That's what we'll do. If I just explain what I mean about that, think about this. If you want to send a text message, you get your phone and you open the phone and you go into your phone book and you choose the person you're going to send the text message to. Then you press the button and the text message comes, and you then type out the message that you want to send, and then you press send. That's easy. Everybody can do that. We all do that every single day. As far as we're concerned, we're going to send you a signal. We're going to send you a message. You open up an app on your phone. The app is called MT4, and you look for the pair that we send you. Currencies are always traded in pairs. So looking for the pair is just like looking for the name of someone that you're going to send a text to. So you look for the pair, and the pair says AUDJPY. So you click on that. Now it opens it up, and it's just like the text message, except this time you're putting numbers in, not text. And we're going to tell you what numbers you put in and what boxes you put them in. And then once you've got the boxes in the correct place, you then just turn around and you press, instead of pressing send, you press either buy or sell, whatever we tell you to put. That's it. You've just placed a trade. At some point in the next few hours, that trade will mature. And when that trade matures, you're either in profit, or if you've taken a loss, it will be a tiny loss. So let's talk a bit more about that and show you what we've learned in 2020. The first thing is that we will be focusing in 2021 massively on risk management, because in 2020, That was something that we did wrong. Right at the beginning of this year, we did not focus on risk management, and it bit us in the backside. Every single trade that we send out will have a stop loss on. If you place a trade and the trade loses, you should lose no more than 2% of the balance of your trading account. So if you get started, and to get started with a trading account with most brokers in this country, in fact, most brokers around the world, you need a minimum of $200 as a trading account. Whether you have, over here, we do it in pounds, but 200, that's your minimum. With a 2% risk on this, if that trade goes wrong, the worst thing that's going to happen to you is you'll lose £4. That means that becomes stress-free. So that's what we're going to focus on. Every single trade will come with a stop loss on it. The only way that it will go wrong for you is if you make a mistake on the stop loss. And I can't be, you know, we can't control what you're going to do, but we're going to tell you how to make sure that you get that right straight from the word go in a few minutes. Okay, the other thing is, when we started this last year, we traded 5 days a week. Now, we've learned a lot in 2020, and I've learned a lot from one particular trader, a guy called Tyrone Foster. And Tyrone Foster refers to Mondays and Fridays as trap days, because those are the days when brokers try to recoup profits from the markets. Whenever you place a trade in Forex, someone always wins and someone always loses. Now, the person who wins, hopefully, is us, and the person who loses is the broker. Now, the brokers can't afford to lose from everybody, so they want to make their money back wherever they can. Forex is a huge, huge industry. $6.6 trillion every single day is traded on the Forex market. The majority of that money is traded by what we call institutional traders. I'm talking about banks, pension funds, even governments trading currencies. Just need to mute someone there. So, huge, huge players that are commanding the market. But what happens is these guys tend to place their trades not the same way as the rest of the market. The rest of the market are people like you and I, and we're known as retail traders. Retail traders really want to get in and place these trades every minute that they can, or most retail traders. The institutional traders, on a Friday, they want to clear the decks. They want to be out of their trades for the weekend. So they're closing their trades down and getting out of the market so they can fly off to Biarritz and do whatever the hell they want to do with their billions of pounds that they've just made in the last 3 or 4 days. So the market's dictated on Friday by retail traders, people like you and me, the majority of whom don't have a clue what they're doing. And they do reckless things, and the market does weird things. The market acts oddly on a Friday. On Monday, the institutional traders are back at work. They're now analyzing what's been happening in the world over the weekend. Has Bush said something? Oh, sorry, has Trump said something stupid? Has Boris said something stupid? All these things happen, yeah, and they all have an effect on the market. So they ease into the week. They do a lot of analysis on Monday before they start placing their trades Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So what happens is Monday again is also dictated by retail traders that just want to trade, because there are huge numbers of people in Forex trading that are just gamblers. They're just taking a punt on something because they think it looks good, but they don't really know what they're looking at. We're not gamblers. The signals that we're going to be sent to you are sent out by professional traders, people with years and decades of experience. We have access to almost 200 traders now through IM Academy. And Simon and I are going to be filtering the best of the trades that we see coming from hundreds and hundreds of traders. We've done this before. We sat there last year looking at 30, 40, 50 trades a day and picking maybe 5 that we liked. Well, we're going to be doing the same thing, but we're going to be doing even less of them. But we will not be trading on Monday and we will not be trading on Friday. One of the reasons we stopped doing this at the beginning of the year was because this became a massive drain on our time. Actually calling trades for the beginning of the year, we were calling trades for 300 people. And it was a massive, massive pressure for us. And we don't get paid for doing that. And we're not going to get paid for doing it right now either, because we're not going to charge you for this service. We're doing this because we want you guys making money. And we want you to make money whilst you learn this. Because if we can make money whilst you learn it yourself, then we keep you in for longer until you're actually capable of just going off on your own and taking it on your own. So one of the other things that we did at the beginning of the year was we got into trades that we held. And we sometimes held trades for days, sometimes we held trades for weeks. It's nerve-wracking. Anyone who was part of the winner's circle at the beginning of this year will know what it felt like. It's never going to feel like that again. We will not be holding trades for days. We will occasionally, and I do mean occasionally, hold a trade overnight, but it will be very rare. But when we do hold a trade overnight, it will be supported by a stop loss. So if you go to sleep and the markets do something horrendous, the worst that's going to happen on your 200 quid account is that you're going to lose 4 quid whilst you're asleep. We are keeping you protected and safe with this. Realistically, expect to see no more than 2 to 3 trades a day, but there is an intention to make an amount of money. I'm going to go through that in a minute. 2 to 3 trades a day can set you financially free trading Forex. What we won't be doing, however, is we don't expect that this is going to make you rich next month or even the month after that. This isn't so much about what you're making now. It's going to be about what you're making in 6 months or what you're going to be making in 12 months. And you go to what you're going to be making in 2 years. In 2 years, you will be in a totally different place. And when Simon was just talking to Dave about confidence levels, Dave, to promise you 2 years from now, your confidence level will be through the roof because your financial situation will be so different. You will ooze confidence and people will be coming to you asking you, please, can I join your business? This is what this is all about. We will be looking at a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2, 1 to 3 or greater for every single trade. What do I mean by that? Well, first of all, if the risk is 2%, then we would expect to, if we lose the trade, we lose 2%. But if we win it, I'd expect us to be making 4% or 6% or more than that. That's obviously going to depend on what the trade is, but minimum 1 to 2, so minimum 4% on a trade. And that's why we only need to do 2 to 3 trades a day, because I'm really only looking to make 5% a day profit anyway. And I'm going to show you what 5% a day does for you shortly. If the trades aren't there, we're not going to force them. We didn't do this last year. I'm not going to do it now. So we get people, we had people last year saying to us, there's been no trades today. Yeah, did I miss them? No, there weren't any trades. We will not send you bad trades. If the stuff that we see, we don't like it, we're not going to send it. We will only send you trades that we're prepared to put our money into. So we're going to place the trades and then send it to you instantly. So you get the trades at the same time as us, but you won't get something that I wouldn't put my money into. So here's how it's going to work. First and foremost, we will send alerts and only alerts in Telegram. Now, what do I mean by that? We'll send you a message in Telegram that will tell you there is a new trade alert in the website. The reason I'm not going to send a trade alert on Telegram is because anyone can go on Telegram. The website, however, is secure. So what you'll have to do is you will have to be on subscription. So this is what you're going to need to be in. You're going to need to be in the Winner Circle Telegram channel. If you're not yet in the Winner Circle Telegram channel, then go to the winnercircle.group website, and that'll show you where you can join it. You'll also need to be in the Phoenix Group Telegram group, because the Telegram channel There's only 2 people who can send messages out in the Telegram channel. That's Simon or myself. The reason we keep it to that is we don't want you muting that. The messages that come through there are important, and they will mean, effectively, they'll mean money for you. When we were doing this last year, we used to do meetings at Simon's house. Pre-COVID, we could go to Simon's house every week. And a couple of times we would do meetings and we were showing people in the room how we set trades up. And then we'd see a trade and we'd go like, shall we do that one? And we'd compare our notes in front of the room full of people. They say yes. And then I'd put the message out and I'd send it out with a room full of people in front of us. And all of a sudden you'd see the counter come on the screen as I sent it out about how many people had seen it. And all around the room, people who were already part of the winner's circle would have their phones pinging all over the place. But the people who weren't in the room, but were in the group, hundreds of them around the country, were all jumping to their phones at the same time because they'd just seen a trade alert. That's going to happen again. But we don't want you getting hundreds of messages and you saying, I'm going to switch it off, because you will get to the point when you hear the winner circle group ping, you'll know that that means money for you. The Phoenix group is where you can come back and ask questions to us. And you're going to need to be in it for 2 reasons. First and foremost, all the signals are going to be sent in the winnercircle.group website. Now, you should already, if you're registered with the business, you should be on that website right now. If you're not registered on that, then you need to go to it tonight and get yourself registered on it. Before I approve anyone, however, what you need to do is go into the back office of your IM Academy account and take a screenshot of your back office. On your home page, scroll down about halfway down and it will say your FRX pack is active or your HFX pack is active. I'm okay with sending, if you're on HFX, these signals that we're going to be sending out are going to be FRX signals. I'm still okay with sending FRX signals, even though you're not paying an FRX subscription. So consider this to be another bonus from Simon and me, as far as that's concerned. We'll send those out. However, you still have to send us a screenshot to show that you have an active subscription. And that screenshot has to come in the winner's circle. Once I've seen it, I'll activate your account and I'll delete your screenshots. Now, to keep these numbers manageable, I can't go back to what I did last year, because honestly, it got seriously stressful at times. And more importantly, it impacted me growing my business and Simon growing his business, because we were spending so much time chasing trades, we weren't talking to prospects. And you've just heard from Simon talking about how he talks to prospects. It's a huge part of our business. So we're going to keep these numbers limited, and they're going to be on a first come, first served basis. Now, when I say first come, first served basis, I mean first come, first served from now, this very moment. So if you were part of the winner's circle 12 months ago, well, you still need to take some action today, because right now, if someone else comes and beats you before it right now, it's you guys that are on the screen right now that get this opportunity. And if you're not watching this live, you're watching this as a video, well, then you're a little bit behind. So you need to take action quickly, because when I get to the point where I see an unmanageable number of people, then we're going to say, right, we may need to look at putting some other qualifiers on this. But for the moment, first come, first served, you're in. So at the close of business on Friday of this week, I'm going to set everybody in the Winner Circles website to inactive. So if you're in there right now, your account will be marked as inactive. That means you won't be able to log in until you've sent me a screenshot of your back office showing a valid subscription. Okay. I hate doing it this way because it's a pain in the backside for me, because it means there's a ton of work for me to do this, but it's the only way that I can think of doing it and the simplest way of doing it. So I'm going to do this once a month. The last Friday of every month, I'm going to reset everything back to 0. and everyone will then have to have their accounts reactivated. And the only way you get your account reactivated is to send a message across. Now, there will be parts of the website that you'll still be able to see. The getting started things, all of those will be open to everybody, whether they're a member or not. But the trade alerts will be locked. You will not be able to see the trade alerts unless you are actually active on subscription with the account activated and you've got a password to get into it. That's the way that's going to work. So the aim is going to be really simple. In 2021, we want to give everyone the chance to earn whilst they learn. That's really what this is all about. You have come here to learn how to trade. This isn't just about us calling it for you. So this isn't meant to be replacing IM Academy. The goal is still that you learn how to trade, but this will let you earn money whilst you're learning, because whilst you're learning how to do it for yourself, we're going to do it for you. The focus is going to be on consistently growing your money and compounding it weekly. So I said this before, don't think you can get rich in a month or 2 months or 3 months. You need to be here for the long haul. Really think about this as a 12-month deal. But the money will come from it. Now, there is something I want to add to that, because what that does mean is, if you're looking at this right now and you're thinking, can I make enough money this month to pay next month's subscription when I get started? Well, if I'm being really honest, the chances are no, you can't. Not next month. In 3 months or in 6 months, absolutely. But right now, no, you can't. So when you get started, you need to think in terms of having a way of having your subscription paid for the coming months. Now, fortunately, IM Academy gives us the opportunity to do that, because all you have to do is introduce 2 people to the business and your subscription is covered. So what I would suggest to anyone who's getting started is that you think in terms of getting started right now, and then start yourself on a demo plan. First of all, we don't want everyone going in with real money on day one, because you're going to make mistakes. So we want you on a demo. So you don't need money to put into a broker account for day one. What you need to get started is you need round about $250 in total to get started, about 200 quid to get started. Once you're started with that, we're then going to focus on trying to find 2 people for you in your first week. If you find 2 people in your first week, your subscription's taken care of. You don't have to worry about that. If we get you to 3 people, then the company's going to pay you $150 a month. And if we do the same thing for each of them, that's going to pay you $600 a month. Now, just think about the magic of this, because what that means is by the time you've actually mastered that demo account and you're ready to trade, the company will be paying you $150 every single week. They're going to give you the money to trade with. They're going to give you the money that they need to open your trading account. And I think that's hugely, hugely important. This is not about you finding money out of your pocket. It's about helping us to spread the word. We'll help you learn. You help us spread the word. You do your bit, we'll pay you. The plan will be to make 5% per day. I just said to you before, 2 to 3 trades a day, 4% on each trade. That's 12. One of them maybe goes wrong. As long as we get 5% a day, we're happy. So we're not going to win every trade. That doesn't happen. We might not win every day, because if I miss 2 trades in a row, I'll tell you now, this time round, if I miss 2 trades in a row, I'm out for the day. When you miss 2 trades in a row, you get stressed and you make irrational decisions. You start twitching and looking for the next trade because the next one, there's pressure on you. The simple answer to this is not to trade. So if we miss 2 trades in a row, we're going to be out. But we will never lose a week. Brandon Boyd, one of our sponsors in the States, told Simon and I that when we got started last year, and it kind of blew us away, but we didn't really, I don't think, understood exactly what he meant by it. But That's exactly how this has been this year for us. Don't win every trade, might not win every day, but we do not lose a week. And that's the position that you're going to be in next year. If you're brand new today and you've never traded before, you'll be able to say that's going to be you from the beginning. Also, when we hit 5% for the day, we stop. When I've got you, your 5% a day, I'm not going to look for any more trades. At that point, I'm going to carry on with the rest of my business, trying to find more prospects and build our business, because that's what we're here to do. Your part in this is to help us find other people. But I just want to stop sharing my screen for a second. I want to share something different. So I'm going to go to this. I want to show you what 5% means, because 5% honestly will absolutely and utterly blow you away. This website is called thecalculatorsite.com. You can go to Google, just type in thecalculatorsite.com and look for finance calculators and the compound interest calculator, which is what you see here. And there's a very, very simple thing that you can see on here. This is going to tell you how much your money will be worth in 12 months, compounding at 5% a day, trading 3 times a week. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to put this into pound sterling, because that's what we trade in here in the UK. If you're in Europe, then put in euros. If you're in the States, put in dollars, put in whatever symbol works for you. But for the moment, we do that. And I'm going to talk about a minimum trading account, £200. So with £200 in your trading account, looking to make 5% a day, 3 days a week, that's 15% a week. I can't put down daily because we're not, if I put daily, this is going to try and calculate 7 days. I'm only trading 3 days. So 15% a week. And I want to put this in for just 1 year. And I'm going to compound this weekly. So the way this works is, in the first week, if you make 15% in your first week, you're going to make £30. So the next week, you're going to have £230 to trade with. Make 15% on that. And instead of making £30, you're going to make 200, you're going to make maybe 35, 40 pounds, whatever the number it is, but it's bigger, and it will get progressively bigger and bigger on the week. At the end of 12 months, this site does the calculating for me. This site tells me how much you'll have made by the end of 12 months. Your £200 has grown from 200 into £292,409 in 12 months. That's why it's important you stick around. £200 cost today isn't that much for most people. If you drop your phone down the toilet and you've got to go and buy a new phone tomorrow, you'll find 200 quid for a new phone, particularly if you see a good deal on one. You'll find 200 quid. If someone turns around and tells you you can have I don't care what it is really, I know people who pay more than £200 for a pair of trainers. £200 is not a big deal. £292,000, that's life-changing in 12 months. And that's, you only put that in once. That's all you did to get started. Now, I just said to you, if you get 3 people and you teach them to get 3 people as well, and you can do that easily in your first month, IM pays their commissions weekly. We pay you every Friday. So first and foremost, by the end of the first month, the company will be paying you $600. Well, that means if £200 is going in there, even if we say $600, even if we say that's £500, that means really you could put £300 in there. So that figure now isn't going to be 292,000 because you're going to put 50% more in. 292 has become almost £500,000. And that's money that IM Academy gave you. You didn't find that yourself. You got started for £200 and you found 3 people. And then you showed those 3 people why it's important that they found three people. And how do you explain that to them? Well, you let them see this recording, because right now we're recording this. So you let them see this. Now, will I guarantee that you will end up with £438,000? Absolutely not. The reason I don't guarantee it is this. By the time that's got to about £50,000, you're thinking, I need a new car. I want to go on holiday. Yeah. Yeah. COVID's down. They said I can get on a plane. You're going to start spending that. So it won't get that big. But seriously, if you got 12 months down the line, you'd taken money out of this and you were only left with £50,000 left over, would you be calling me names? I don't think so. And this is just off the back of what Simon and I will be doing for you, calling these trades. Over and above that, you're going to be learning to do your own trades and call your own trades. I've got people on this call right now who've been with us for 6-7 months, got started with us at the beginning of lockdown, and are consistently making money every single day. We want to get you to the point where you're doing that consistently as well. So stop sharing that. Let me go back to that screen and show you exactly what we want you to do and what your part in this is. Our part is going to be analyze the trades, come up with the correct numbers for you, pass them across to you and tell you what to do. Your part in this, we need our team to grow. One of the reasons we stopped doing this at the beginning of this year was because, as I said, it was so time consuming. Simon's team and my team wasn't growing as fast as it could have been because we were spending so much time doing this. Even if you're not interested in building a team for yourself, you should be at least thinking of getting your 2 so you're not paying your subscription. That's just common sense. Growing the team is the only way that I'll get a benefit or Simon will get a benefit for doing this for you. We're not charging anyone for doing this, and this really is going to be a huge amount of time and responsibility for this. I tell you now, Simon and I felt massive responsibility for this at the beginning of last year at the end of last year when we started to do this. The pressure on us, when you see a trade lose, the pressure on us because we were losing other people's money is immense. I know how Tyrone Foster feels when he calls a trade and he loses because he hates the idea that thousands of people are losing money on something that he's called. So we hate it too. So we're gonna do it for you. We're gonna make sure that you get the trades. We're prepared to take the pressure. We can live with that. We're both big boys, but we need you to do your bit. We need you to help grow this team for us. So that's the way the Winner's Circle is going to work in 2021. Now, we need you to be on subscription straight away with this because we're going to start this really from January, because in December the markets go weird. The markets just they do silly things, and we know from bad experience last year we lost a boatload of money in December last year. We're not going to be trading the way we did last December. We will, however, probably send some signals out. So in fact, the signals that we're going to send out to this group will start next week. Do not expect to see lots of signals. Don't expect to see 9 signals next week. You might only get 2 signals next week. Okay? But what we want you to do is we want you to get used to the process. We want you to learn how you're going to go into the back office and see these trades. We want you to be able to understand how you place those trades. And we know that there's going to be questions because new people are going to be coming on board and they're going to be saying, how do I place a trade? What's the stop loss? Where do I put this? Where do I put that? We need you getting used to that over the next couple of months so that we're ready to hit the ground running in January. The markets, according to Tyrone, Tyrone stops trading at Thanksgiving. Simon, do you know roughly what date Thanksgiving is? Simon,
No.
Is it second or third week of the month? I think
November.
It's like November anyway.
Yeah.
In late November, Tyrone stops trading, and he stops trading for about 6 weeks, and that's pretty much what we intend to do. He did, even last year, he did send occasional trades out, and we will send occasional trades out. But when we do send trades out, there will be trades that A, that we're certain of, and B, they're backed up fully with a stop loss. So there's no risk involved in it for you, or there's minimal risk, 2% risk. So that's what we're going to do.
Don't forget, me and Roger will be doing the trades ourselves.
Absolutely. So, last week of November, according to Sue. Thank you, Sue. So, that's the deal for you guys. We know from when we did this before, your job actually finding more customers for IM Academy is 1,000 times easier with this. Because the biggest thing that your new customers concern themselves with when they first get started is, I'm not sure if I can do this, it sounds complicated. Well, this is how complicated it is. If you can send a text message, you can do this. We're going to tell you what the message to send is. You can do this. We know from when we did this last year, people started to register more customers faster than we'd ever seen it happen before. It just didn't, it affected Simon's personal business, it affected my personal business. The way we plan to do it right now is I'm not going to spend as much time as I did last year. It was a 5-day-a-week job for me, and it was a full-time job last year. We're not going to do it 5 days a week. We want to do it 3 days a week. So I'm still going to have a couple of days to continue to build my business. That means I'm also going to be available to help you to build your businesses as well. But I think this will make a world of difference because A, when you get a new customer, we'll put money in their bank straight away when they first get started. They'll start making money straight away. They'll see their accounts growing. Their confidence will rise. As their confidence goes up through the roof, it makes a world of difference. And as you start trading and you start making profit, as you're talking to more people, people won't join you immediately straight away. They never do. There'll be people that do want to think about it and they'll promise they're going to do it and they don't, but they'll keep watching you. And when you see, all you guys see me post every single week, tomorrow's the day when I'm going to post my results for last week. You see me post every week and people watch those results. People will be watching your results. You should be posting your results, making sure that you're posting them in a compliant way, but make sure you post your results. Post them in the Winner's Circle website, in the Winner's Circle Facebook group, post them in your own pages. Let people see what you're doing. Because when people see your results coming in, week out, week in, week out, people come back to you and say, okay, so what is it you're doing? I've had phone calls this year when I've been just sat ready to go on a live call and the phones rang from complete strangers who said, I believe you teach people how to trade Forex. Who are you? I've no idea who you are. My girlfriend told me about it. She saw something on Facebook. That will happen with you guys. The IM Academy is one of the easiest businesses to share that I've ever come across in network marketing because the results that we get is phenomenal. So now we're sharing it with you. We're sharing the results with you so that you're going to get the results in the same way that we got them when we first got started at the beginning of this year. I'm going to look right now. Simon, anything you want to add to that? I'm going to look through the comments here because there's a bunch of questions in here, a bunch of comments.
Basically, everybody, it's like, I mean, back end of this year, at the moment, I'm focused on offering my prospects the incentive that's still open from Brandon, which means they got the chance of winning $10,000 and making $10,000 a month as a chairman. But they got to, you can turn around and say, which is what I'm doing, is that if you get 500 people by the end of March, they win a $10,000 payment from Brandon, not from you, and they make $10,000 every single month. That's a massive leverage. Now, if someone's big enough that wants to get off their backside and go for it, then they can do. It's like, and I get to the stage where I've got people from Facebook Live that I've done recently, loads of people wanting information, personally messaging me and everything else. And my stock answer to them is, have you done networking before? Are you doing networking? Yeah, I am. So it's so much easier, in my opinion, if someone actually understands the networking business model. But it's like all you guys need to get as many of your contacts in the realms of joining now prior to Christmas to make their 2021 the best year it's ever going to be. Okay, we might not be doing many trades in December, but I tell you now, come the new year, it will be a game changer, absolute game changer.
I'm just looking right now. Morris put in here that Thanksgiving is Thursday, the 26th of November. We may get some more trades then in November for you. If Thanksgiving is then, we may get some more trades. So we may get this started a little bit earlier for you, but expect that December is going to go quieter. Yeah. But if you're in this right now, then you may get something out of it right now. You need to be in this straight away. You really do need to capitalize this. David Jones is asking, how critical will timing of the trade be and how urgent will the placing be? This is FRX, David, so it's not as urgent as it is when it comes to HFX. You don't have to be in this trade that instant. It really depends on the movement in price. And you can tell because what I will do is I'll send you an entry price that I see that trade at. So you'll be able to look at the price, see what the price is when you see it. And if it's moved to the point where it's almost at take profit one, then just don't take it. End of story. I will not be sending 3 take profits with it. I'll be sending through fairly simple things for you. This is going to be completely different. This is interesting. Kaz Meekin, after being in network marketing for 18 months, I've hated recruitment, but I think this will be easier and more interesting to get people in. Kaz, you'll be astonished. It's the simplest, honestly, the simplest, most exciting business I've been in 30 years. 30 years since Simon and I started working together. This compared to anything else is a doddle.
I only spoke to Kaz an hour ago.
Yeah.
From my Facebook Live.
Yeah. So,
horses.
Nick says, can I repeat the qualification process? Nick, the qualification process is real simple. You just need to be able to show that you're on subscription. So all you do is you take a screenshot of your back office. If you log into IM Academy, scroll halfway down the homepage to where it says your HFX pack or your FRX pack or your Elite pack is active, and it will say the dates. That's all I want you to do. Take a screenshot of that, send it to me in the Phoenix group. One thing, guys, when I say send it to me in the Phoenix group, please don't send it to me on WhatsApp. Please don't send it to me on Messenger or whatever. Phoenix group only. I cannot go around hunting around 3 different platforms for hundreds of people. So it goes in there. When it goes in there, when you see your screenshot disappear from there, that means I've already changed everything in the back office for you. And I can see a couple of people saying that they've sent it in right now. if you sent it in right now, I'm going to delete it because I will reset everything on Friday. I'm not going to be setting up and trying to remember who I've redone between now and Friday. So don't worry about changing it until Friday, but on Friday, I'm going to reset for everybody, and then over the weekend, I'll add them through. By Monday, everybody will be live on it again. Everyone sent a screenshot will be live on it again. Any questions? Anything else anyone wants to ask? If you've got a question, feel free to open your microphone. I'm quite happy to let you ask out loud rather than type them in. You see Violetta diving for the phone.
Roger.
Yes, Sherry.
So just to confirm, we need to resend it again after Friday.
After
photo.
Friday. After
Okay.
Friday. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Violetta.
Hi everyone. Roger, I sent you a couple screenshots. I have a prospect and I am not sure, not positive what to do.
Okay. Just do that to me directly. We'll sort that out.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, also, what website to send for prospects? A video Simon mentioned, and I just want to make sure that it's the right one video.
Profitfromyourmobile.com.
Okay.
Okay. There are 4 videos to see. They're all on the same there. There are people with testimonials from the UK and from around the world as well.
Okay, thank you.
Sue Wood, how do you find your subscription? Sue, you go to your IM Academy back office, just scroll down, just log into IM Academy, scroll halfway down the first page, and it will say your FRX pack is active, and it'll give you the dates. Perfect. Okay. So, any other questions? Anyone? No.
Yeah, I was just wondering, if you make a withdrawal, is there any fees?
No.
No.
The broker that we use, certainly. Your as far as the broker is concerned, the broker's your choice. Simon, myself, and a great many of the others on here, when it comes to FRX, we all use IC Markets, or an Australian broker. They are, I've been with them for a couple of years now. Simon, you've been with them for a few years, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the things I love about IC Markets is that I ask for money, and it just arrives the day after without any hassle. And there's no charges. They make their commissions based on the spread on the trade.
Yep.
So it's just very simple and straightforward. They also have one of the lowest charges of any Forex broker that I'm aware of. But the important thing is getting money back is an absolute doddle. And there are multiple people on here who will confirm to you that they've all done exactly the same thing. I took a chunk out last week and spent
One thing we haven't mentioned for everybody in the United Kingdom is the money you make on Forex is tax free.
That was my next question.
Yeah. Here in the UK, always tax-free. When it comes to other countries, you're just going to have to check to see what the rules are in your country, so we don't know that. Dale Thorley, do you have to refer 2 people a month, every month? No, as long as those 2 people stay.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
As long as those 2 people stay on subscription, that's fine. But if you do 2 people a month, we'll give you a boatload more that you can put into your trading accounts.
Mm.
Refer 2 people a month, and you're on your way to a good chunk of money.
Cool.
So let's just have a look.
I just asked something.
Yeah, by all means.
Well, actually, it's not so much a question. It's just something that I wanted to sort of highlight, is that if people aren't experienced trading Forex and they've been doing HFX, when you're talking about risking 2% of your account, people need to be aware how to work out, you know, the size of their lot, the lot size.
Yep, you're right. You're absolutely right, Nick. Within the Winner's Circle group, I've put a video up there that shows people how to do it. Perhaps over the next week or so, we may do a little session where I do a live session and show people how to calculate it. It's very, very easy, but on the winnercircle.group, there is a page that tells you how to do it with links through to the lot size calculator and a video that shows you what you need to do to make sure you get it right. So thanks for that, Nick. Much appreciated. Okay. Okay, someone else has just put, will trades be for immediate action, buy stop limits? I don't think there'll be many buy limits. I don't think there'll be many pending orders. No, in general, there'll be market execution. So there'll be just buy or sell. I know when we get into pending orders, when I start having to explain what a pending order is, it's just, I'm compounding the amounts of work that I've got to do. So we're going to keep it simple.
The education, you got to go into the back office of IM Academy. You know, you can't expect Roger and myself to give you all the education on top of IM's education. That's just not fair.
And we're not really qualified for that.
No.
We know what we're doing with this. We
just
know how
trade
to,
ideas.
we know how
that
to
you
do
know
this.
we're going to put our money where the mouth is.
You know, but you'll see on here there are a bunch of people that were with us at the tail end of last year, beginning of this year, and you'll know that they're getting loads. Paul Wilshaw's just saying last time we used vibrate. Where are we getting the trade ideas from? Paul, we'll go from wherever we see them. So both Simon and I both have elite packs, which means that we can see every trade idea that gets sent out through IM Academy. So we'll look at vibrata, we'll look at there won't so much be so much DeLorean trades, because there are so many that come through on DeLorean. I'd end up with a full-time job again looking at every single DeLorean trade, because there's 50 to 80 a day trade ideas come through, and I'm not doing that. But they'll come through from multiple different strategies. The important thing is, once again, as we did last time, we'll be comparing notes and we'll be saying, what do you think of that? And if either of us disagree, we won't do it.
Roger, can I ask a question, please?
By all means, Kath.
You know, earlier on in this year, you and Simon encouraged most of us to upgrade to the elite package when we started on the HFX. So if we recruit, I'm still on that, but if we recruit somebody and they just want to join on the standard package, does that still count for, you know?
No, they have to be on the same package as you.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So if people only want to do it FRX, then it's probably better for me to drop back to that package then, is it?
It depends on what you want, Kath. I mean, the reality of it is, find one extra person, find 3 people, and the company will pay you.
Well, yeah, but what I'm trying to establish is, do they all have to be on elite?
No. When it comes to the company paying you, it doesn't matter what package they're on. Find 3 people, the company pays you.
Right, but to get you 2 and 3, then
two and 3, they've got to be on the same package as you, or higher.
Right.
So if you're on FRX and you sponsor someone who goes on elite, that's okay.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. No problem.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we've dealt with a couple more little comments that have just come up there. So, Genevieve, should we not have to? Genevieve, you don't have to register. You're already registered with IM Academy, Genevieve. So because you're already registered, all you have to do is send me the screenshot, and we'll make sure it's taken care of. So just make sure that screenshot goes into the Phoenix group on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. So from Friday, I'll reset everybody. From end of business on Friday, I'll reset everyone. That's it, guys, in that case. So we've done it. We've carried on. We've been a bit longer than we expected to on this call, but I think this was an important call. So this recording will be available. So I'm sure If you show the back end of this to other people, the back end of this call will make a world of difference for you. So let's just get out there, talk to as many people as we can, and let's spread the word, and let's get you all trading profitably. All right, guys? So I'll let you all open your mics right now to say goodbye, and we'll wrap it up. So bye, everybody.
Catch you later, guys.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.